people just getting fucking scammed.
Yeah, bro, they're getting scammed. Especially Hispanics, your parents' age, my parents' age, are getting really scammed right now in the construction world.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
That's how the Eric.
All right. We're going to go with that then. Eric Escobar, True Hustle Podcast, episode 17. What's up, brother?
What's up, dude? What's going
How's it going, man?
Good, bro. Just here drinking my water. You know?
Oh, that's a very nice cup.
We had a fun time yesterday with my wife, so we're hydrating.
So it was like fun, like 20 beers or fun, like more like.
Bro, it takes me 4 beers and I'm done.
Okay, you're fucking a lightweight like me. Good. So what's up, brother? How's business? Talk to me.
This is good, bro. It's actually great. Right now, I know the market's shifting, right, with the interest rates, as it has been. We're in construction, so interest rates do affect us because nobody does refis, right? Nobody does the HELOCs too much. But social media, which we always talk about, is like where the attention's at. So if the attention's on social media, we're getting all the business from social media, bro. So like literally right now, I would say 90% of everything's coming from social media.
90%. So you hear that? Of business is coming through social media.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us how much you made last week?
Last week in construction sales?
Yes.
800,000, bro. Just last week. From social media, from Instagram specifically. Now I'm getting people hitting me up from TikTok too, bro. So we're just, what's next? Threads is next, right? That's the next one that's right now. I got like 2,000 followers there already, which I'm like, that's cool. Like I'm not even doing too much on it. But yeah, bro, social media is fucking nuts.
Okay, for our audience to know, you do construction, you do ADUs, that's all you do.
Yep.
What made you pivot to social media? What made you say, you know what, I need to get into this game because this is the way things are going?
Bro, so before construction, I owned 4 gyms, 4 boot camps, right? You know what? We were always in construction with my pops, but that was kind of like, your dad's like, oh, get in this. I'm like, dude, no, I'm going to do my own deal, So I'm going to do my own deal. We opened up the 4 gyms, and we're making a good amount of money. Same thing, but it was just different. This is more branding. What I did with the gyms was more like direct response marketing, so it would be more Facebook ads, more Instagram ads, right? And we would collect an email, start emailing them, and then people would sign up. That's kind of what it was here. Right here, it's more brand, less sales. So the sales come more organically, and they're better clients because the branding, like, it brings the right clients to us. And the other way, it's like you're just shooting and see what hits, right? So we did that for the gyms. Obviously, you know what happened with COVID. COVID threw the gym sideways, so I sold 2 gyms, closed one, and then one I gave to my sister. She still operates it today. And I said, dude, I can't have kids. And here's the other part about it. I was having my first kid. Gyms are usually the busiest early in the morning or late in the afternoon. That's when the guy has to be there. So I had to be there between 4 to 10 p.m. And I'm like, dude, that's not going to work for me in like my future of the family, I need to have, and it doesn't mean that I'm home all the time right now, but I get to be home at those times if I want to, right? With construction, because the construction day ends at 4:35. So it still allows me to be home. And when that whole thing happened with COVID, the gym shut down, I was building my own ADU. So at that time, I do sign up with a mentor with real estate, like how to own real estate. And he's like, dude, he comes to my job site. He's like, who built your ADU? And I was like, well, we did. Like, to me, that was a dumb question because we've always been in construction. Who built your gyms? We did. Like, it was a dumb question to me.
Because your dad has always been licensed.
Yes.
Like
we've always been a licensed contractor. We've always done it. So it didn't, like electrical work, my brother, all my cousins, it's nothing new to me, right? And for a lot of people, construction is like a scary thing. To me, it's kind of,
absolutely,
it's construction, And he's like, oh, snap. So you guys built this? I said, yeah, we did. And he's like, okay, cool. How are you guys with work? And I said, well, we have like 1 or 2 investors that we work with like on flips, but they're a pain in the ass. In the sense that they want things done fast, nice, and cheap.
It's super cheap.
Yeah. So, and they were flippers, bro. And there's a big difference between flippers and buy and hold investors. Buy and hold investors, they're like, you know what? As long as it gets done right and we're in range, we're cool. Flippers, it's like, I don't care how it's done. just make it cheap. Like cheap as in cost. And it looks nice, right? So
You're right.
and I'll tell you a story right now about we just settled on $150,000 on a lawsuit from a flipper, bro. But we'll go with that story right now. But let me get back to this. We just settled. I just got the email right before I got here, so I was like, oh fuck. But yeah,
I can't wait to hear that story.
So he's like, dude, you need to do 3 videos a day. This mentor of mine, you need to do 3 videos a day forever, and you're not gonna know what to do with all the business you're gonna get. And I was like, well, he's successful. He's doing that on social media. At the time, he had like 500,000 followers.
Who's this?
Detached.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, I'm like, okay, he's doing it. So he told me literally the next day I just started recording videos, bro. I'm like, okay, if he's doing it, and I don't have a pot to piss in right now because I just lost my income for COVID. Like the gyms are closed, so I was like, cool, let me try it. So started going. And at first it felt weird because it was like from fitness to like construction, and I was like, it was a weird little transition. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna go all in. And sure enough, we got our first client from Instagram like 2 months down the line.
And that's off the videos.
Off the videos, yeah, bro. And then Reels started hitting, bro. So Reels started hitting at the beginning of COVID. Like that's when that whole Reel thing came out. Mm-hmm. And I just started doing Reels. So then I became real good friends with his video guy, kind of like him here. I became real good friends with his video guy, the one that like has all the strategy and does all, like us, we're just recording the video. They do the edits, they make it look nice. So I'm talking to Thatch's video guy. So he's sending me tips. Hey, bro, change this. Hey, do this so you get more views. And I was like, okay, cool. So every little thing they would tell me to do, I do it. And then the videos would pop
No
off.
questions asked. You were just like, okay, do this. Okay,
well, the results are there, bro.
Exactly.
The results are there. So why am I going to judge based on my opinion if the results are there? So they're like, watch. So I kept doing the videos. Then I get my first 10,000 view video. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, cool. And then it became a game, bro. And then Instagram started paying you for a little bit, bro. And I was like, oh, I'm making money off this. Like, it wasn't a lot. It was like $150 a month. But it was like, it's $150 a month,
Just off your videos?
Yeah.
Shit, I'll take it.
Exactly. So so then from there, bro, we start getting plans sent to us. Like, hey, I'm going to email you plans. Hey, I'm going to email you plans. My plans are approved. Hey, I don't have any plans, but I want to start an ADU from scratch. So I'm just going out there just signing contracts, bro. Boom, 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 boom. From social media, bro. With no paid ads. 0 paid ads. So people will judge, I like this fool doing videos. Yeah, bro, social media, it's insane. Like, people will judge it, but there's like a meaning to the madness. And it's creating videos to make money, bro.
And why do you think a lot of people just don't do it?
Because they don't have their messaging down, bro. Like, when you go on my page, you know exactly what it is. There's no confusion. There's no confusion.
You're absolutely right.
Like, he builds ADUs.
And you build that brand.
Yeah.
You build I'm the ADU guy.
He literally told me, you need to be the ADU guy for Los Angeles. That's literally what he told me. That day in front of our property while we're building it, that's literally what he told me. And then we did a video, like a collab video there that first day because I'm one of his students. So we're giving the numbers off the property, right? So this is like a moment to me. I was like, oh, fuck. He's like, hey, Hudson. He calls his son. His son's like 12 years old at the time. Here, hold the camera. Shoot it like this. And his son was recording the video. So I was like, it doesn't need to be complicated. But we all think, like, yes, this is nice, bro. I'm not saying it's not. And you know it. But you just literally need a phone, bro. A phone. Like I would say 75% of my videos are done with a phone.
And I always say that. You don't need all this fancy stuff.
It's dope.
It's just for this purpose, of course. I need to make sure that it looks quality. But for certain things, dude, your phone, it shoots in 4K, right? Or 1080, whatever. Like, it's that easy.
But if your messaging is off, there's no equipment that matters, bro.
You're right about that.
So, hey, I'm going to tell you all the good, all the bad, all the ugly about ADUs, about the construction world, and even though sometimes about real estate.
Yeah.
Because I see some of that. I see a lot of that, too. About flippers, about buy and hold people. That's what I talk about. You don't, like, there's another thing. You will hardly see anything of my personal family in there. People are like, oh, you're so public. Don't you feel weird because of your family? Like, you hardly see any of my family stuff. You don't. but yet I'm public. So I learned that from him too. Like you hardly don't, like you'll see in the stories, but like your actual content where you get a swipe and see people's stuff, you don't see much of my family.
Man, I feel like I'm kind of his student because it's the same stuff with like on my page. Like it's, you know what it is,
Yeah.
But it's like it's you don't really see like my private.
But
life.
you see, I joined his course, bro, for real estate. But I read in between the lines of what he's doing. Now they help me out with social media. But a lot of people just see, oh, I'm joining a course. Like, no, why are you joining the course? Yes, you're joining for real estate, but how did this guy get you to join?
You're fucking right.
You get what I mean? Like, so there's more to it than just, oh, I'm joining for real estate. I'm joining because I want to make more sales. Like, no, there's more to it. Like, how did he make you sell? How did he make the sell on you?
And what is it that you're gonna gain from it?
Yeah.
So do you think that a lot of like, especially in our industry, like the real estate industry, the construction industry, people join certain trainings just to join them and don't have no fucking clue on what
they're doing, the messaging.
what they're doing?
Yeah. People invite me, bro, to go to, come to a seminar. Hey, you should go to this. Like, I don't do it, bro, because you need to have your messaging down. Doesn't matter if you go to 100 seminars if you don't have your messaging down. Yes, people want to network. I'm like, what are you going to network, bro? Like start creating videos on social media. That's networking. That's more networking that you're gonna do than you could go to 100 seminars in a year.
Bars.
Like I see like these seminar junkies, bro, and I'm like, they go from one meetup to the next meetup to the next meetup. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Because you don't have messaging together. Like, I don't need to do that. If I go into a real estate room right now, people will more or less know me. Yesterday, I went to a Colombian festival with like 2,000-3,000 people. There ain't nobody building ADUs there, bro, because nobody hit me up. I tell my wife, there's nobody. But if I go into a Home Depot, bro, people stop me.
No
Brand.
fucking way.
Home Depot, if I go into a Lowe's, or anything construction, bro, people stop me.
Hey, tú eres el que hace los videos.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I love your videos. So there's a lot of hate, and you know this. There's a lot of hate that comes with social media, but there's way more good. But the haters are always a little louder.
But if you ain't getting hated on,
Yeah.
that means you ain't doing something right. They only hate when it's something dope.
Yeah. So you said numbers. Last week we did 800. So 2 weeks ago, I left with an uncle. This is an uncle that took care of me, bro. It's my wife's uncle, actually, but, he's just so close to me. We went to Arkansas. We drove there, bro, because he wanted to go pick up some shit, so some radios that he resells. I was like, yeah, dude, I'll go with you. We drove 52 hours, bro.
For radios?
But he's going to make like a 20 grand profit off of it.
Okay,
So
I will try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we drove 52 hours, and where was I going with that? But where I was going is with him, it's just make sure you take care of people, bro. I think that people forget that. It's like you got to take care of people no matter what. And even if you're creating content, it's always like you're taking care of the customer even if they don't go with you, bro. That happens a lot. Like I see other people, like my followers that go with other contractors, but then they hit me up for advice what's going on with their contractor at the time. So I'm just like, okay, here, you could do this. Or make sure your contractor is doing this in the process so you won't get screwed over. All right, cool. And then, business comes. Maybe they've had a fallout with their contractor, and then one of their friends wants to do an ADU. They refer me instead of their own contractor.
Damn.
So the vacation thing or the thing that we drove 52 hours, I signed up 4 people while on that drive, bro, for ADUs. Like plans approved. I sent the quote. We did it. I sent the DocuSign while we're driving, bro. My truck has Wi-Fi. Put the Wi-Fi on. I'm sending contracts while he's driving, and people are signing the DocuSigns, bro. So I was like, "Fuck, I need to leave."
And all that shit just comes into social media.
I'm like, bro, I need to leave. I need to leave more often because every time I leave, I get 2 to 3 people signing up. Social media, all social media, yeah.
Okay, how do you start an ADU? I know that people always send me a DM. What is the first step to building your ADU?
Okay, everybody always thinks it's the contractor. Oh, call the contractor so he could come out. A weak contractor will go out there, bro. A guy that's busy and good probably won't. So the first step is always get your funding, right? You could literally message me and I could tell you, hey, what do you want to build? A 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Okay, cool. That's going to cost you, let's just say example, $200K. Do you have $200K? Oh, well, I need you to come check it out. I'm like, what do I need to go check out? A garage and dirt. I don't need to. You need to make sure you have $200K before I go check anything out. So a lot of people put the what is it called? Like they try to get ahead of it, but they need the funding first. So make sure they get the funding. If it's, let's say you're knowing like, and Google, bro, Google has the answers. Just people don't want to believe the answers. Like it says 200K. Oh, no, not here. It's like, no, 200K. It's probably going to be more than that. But like Google has the answers. Get the funding, whether it's a HELOC. A lot of our clients right now, it's HELOCs. That's a big thing going on right now because they don't want to lose their low interest rate.
Absolutely.
So they go HELOC.
And I just had a phone call about that. Actually.
So then it makes sense because once it's built, you're going to easily cover the HELOC, even with the high interest, if you rent it out, right? Or if it's for family, where are you going to get a mortgage for, what is it, $1,000, $1,200? You're not going to get a mortgage for $1,200 anywhere. Here in LA, obviously, right? So that's the first step. It's, hey, kind of know what you're wanting to build. And then some people are like, I want to build a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom ADU with the rooftop deck. Okay. You know how much that's going to cost you? Well, that's what I want. My budget's around 150. So they're not realistic either. Because something like that's going to cost you a pretty penny.
Is there limits to how big an ADU can be?
1,200, bro. Max. But like, let's say here in Downey, the max is, I believe, 1,000. They have their own city ordinance. So every city has their own little.
It varies.
Yeah. But like, let's say Long Beach, you go up to 1,200. Downey doesn't let you go 2 stories. Long Beach does let you go 2 stories. So there's a lot of little variances of just depending on the city. But for the most part, 1,200, then it just depends on the city. So I'd say first thing first, get your funding. After you get your funding, go find an architect. Same thing, bro. If there's a good architect, you're going to go on social media to check, bro. You're going to go check the reviews. Don't just believe your buddy that's referring you somebody, bro, because have you used them? No. Oh, but I know him. He's my cousin. It's like, no, don't do that. Go after people that are like vetted, that have done work, Like if I need a real estate agent, I'm gonna go to you. Hey, bro, who's a solid real estate agent? Why? Because you're in the field. So if people ask me, and they don't have funding, I'm not gonna refer you my architect, because then you're gonna waste his time too. So I have to vet out when people tell me, hey, could you refer me an architect? I'm like, how serious is this person? Because if he's not serious, then it makes no sense for me to send them to the architect. And he appreciates that. I don't send them just random Joe Schmo. Like most of the people I send them, they sign a contract with him.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Because they have funding already, and I know they have funding. So part of my sales process is always asking, how are you going to fund this project? And that way, like, there's less time wasted. Oh, well, I already have a HELOC. Cool. Then I get excited. I'm like, okay, let's roll, you know? But if they don't have a HELOC or they don't have funding, then it's kind of like, well, the first step is talking to a mortgage broker or a loan officer, right? That's going to get you that going. So that's kind of step one is that. Step two is the architect. Step two is very important because a lot of people get so hyped up with the ADU. Oh, I'm going to build an ADU. But they don't see what's actually being drawn. Like every detail matters on those plans. So like, let's just say if you want a washer dryer and it's not in there, but you want it, and the architect says, oh, we could do it after plans are approved. Like, no, get it before you submit it to the city. Get it on the plans before you submit it to the city. So make sure before it's submitted to the city, you have everything you want on those plans. Because after, it's going to be a nightmare for the construction company. Or
that makes sense.
A nightmare for you because you're going to have expenses you didn't expect because the contractor is going to quote you of what's on the plans, right? So once they're submitted to the city, they're approved. Step three is then going out and getting quotes, getting bids from different contractors. Same thing, vet them out, check their social media, check past projects, see if you could walk a project. That'd be cool too. And then reviews, bro. It's very important.
So do you refer? So you said you refer the actual architect, but they have to be fully vetted already. Like, okay, they got the money. They're ready to go, and then you... And
it just depends, too, bro. If it's like a client that's not sure of what they actually want, but they have the money, I just send them directly, right?
And that's their fee. They charge whatever they charge.
The architect charges his fee, And I don't make like a little cut off of that. I said, look, bro, just take care of him. Because that guy's taking care of me. You get me? Like, he's helped me on my project. So it's just like, he's a solid dude. So I'm not going to do him like that. And I wouldn't want to do a customer like that either.
Okay.
Like, I know a lot of people like, hey, a finder's fee of $1,000. Like, bro.
That's so real estate-ish.
Oh.
Like, everybody wants a fucking...
Trust me, I get that. I get the real estate DM. Hey, bro, if I get you people with ADUs, what's my finder's fee? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro?
A high five, bro. Like a thank you, a pound sign. Pound.
Like, are you working for me or what? You know, like, so yeah, bro. We refer them out to the architect, or if they know exactly what they want, like you say, I say, hey, JR, you're like, hey, I want a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, bro. New construction. Then I could just include his fee in it, and I don't do that to try to come up. I just do that to try to make it easier on you as a client. Because I know you got your family, you got your whole thing going on, like this, your business or your job or whatever it may be. So I let you handle that, bro. Like, you just pay me, and I take care of everything with these guys.
Is there a set price? Do you guys charge per square foot, or how does that process work? How do you determine a price for?
Got it. If I'm handling the architect,
if you're handling everything, let's just say,
I could break it down per square foot on new construction. Because if I go to your place and I know how long the electrical run is, how long the sewer line is, like, I could give you a price on that, right? But it's very hard to say, oh, it's this much per square foot, which I know a lot of real estate agents, that's how the fucking mind works. I don't know why. But let's just give you an example. Let's say I have a 500 square foot ADU, small ADU, but it has 12-foot ceilings. Standard is 8.
Yes.
What's the 4 difference of material and labor going to cost? There's a difference there. But a real estate agent will tell me, bro, you're expensive. How's that even $350 a square foot? But that's what it'll equate to after it's all said and done, $350, $400 a square foot because of that difference.
Because it's more materials, more labor, it's more everything.
More, like, let's just say on that 500 square foot unit example, my stucco guy would charge me $5,000. Now it's $10,000. It's the same square footage.
But it's way more stucco, way more work.
Yeah. So that's why I don't, like, when that answer comes, it's like I could give you a ballpark, but it's just like, we're just talking Fugazi, bro. It's just out there.
Yeah, because I get so many DMs like, how much do you think they'll charge me for an ADU 500 square feet? I don't know. I don't do ADUs.
I do, bro, and I don't know because I don't know what's inside your head, bro. Or they want to make it like a what do they call it? Contemporary fucking ADU, like all this style, bro. The more stylish an ADU is, the pricier it's gonna be, always, because it's more work for us.
But I just think some people are just unrealistic, right?
Yeah.
That they just want the whole 9, but they want a good price. But I just think that's with everything, though. Huh?
So I go back to social media, bro. So everybody that comes to me already is already vetted through the videos I created. Because I talk about this on my videos. So once they hit me up in the DMs, it goes down in the DMs. Once they send me a message, they're already vetted because they have already seen so many of my videos. And I talk about all this stuff in my videos. Like, dude, you're like that difference of 4 feet. Like, get a simple ADU, you're going to be fine. You want to make it complicated, one of a unique kind, one of a kind ADU, it's going to cost you money.
It's a unique kind of price.
Yep. There you go. So most of the people that come to me, they're just like, cool, I'm ready to roll because I trust you, because I see what you're doing and I like your work that you're doing. So that's usually how it works, bro.
Man, I could just imagine the type of DMs you get. What are the do's, like the do not do? Do not do this if you're building an ADU. Like, is there like certain things that you would advise people like, okay, don't do that?
There's this thing called owner builder, bro. And I don't care. Like, people think I say this because, I want all the business for myself. Like, there's tons of business. It doesn't matter to me. The owner builder is basically the owner signs off with the city saying that they could build their ADU themselves. They're going to hire all the subs, right? Mm-hmm. I just went to a house in Anaheim. This guy built his ADU. Now he's building another ADU, but he built that ADU as owner builder. So he signed off with the city saying he's responsible for everything. Somebody gets hurt on the job, he's responsible, right? That's number one. 2, he was telling me he got quotes from contractors before he went owner builder. He said, more money him building himself than just hiring a contractor. But us as Hispanics, we all think we're gonna get a hookup, bro. Like, oh no, we're gonna build it cheaper because I'm gonna get better prices because I'm gonna cut out the middleman.
And then it'll be more expensive.
Well, yeah, bro. Just think about this. If I keep doing business with you, whatever business it is, we keep doing business together. Aren't you gonna take care of me a little bit more?
Absolutely.
Okay, now let's go back to my subs. I keep giving them work. What do you think happens with the pricing, bro? I get
It gets
the
back.
homie pricing. It's not the homie pricing. It's the I give you a lot of work pricing, right? So I get better pricing. But you come as an owner builder and say, hey, give me a quote. What are they going to do to you, bro? And take you for a ride. And you know this because you've done some construction. There's a blend between every single trade. There's always a blend. It's not a perfect, oh, the electrician comes in, the plumber comes in. It's not like that. There's always a blend. We have framers. We have our blend crew that makes everything look nice at the end. If you're an owner builder, who's your blend crew? You don't have one. So the plumber's going to throw it on the electrician. The electrician's going to throw it on the framer. So they're all going to start blaming the other person. Because I see it on my sites. And I'm like, dude, we got to figure this out. Like, it happens at our sites.
Imagine what an older owner builder that has never dealt with these people.
So, exactly, bro. And then I have guys that we've done a lot of work with, bro. Imagine the guy that you've never done work with and you don't know how he's going to perform. So, going back to the owner builder, that's where I see is the big don't in ADUs. But then you'll get on all these like Facebook groups and, oh no, owner builder because the contractor is just ripping you off. Okay.
But what people need to understand is this. The contractor is always going to charge a little bit more.
Of course.
But you have insurance costs, workers' comp. There's other...
My son's school.
You know what I mean? Like, you know. So it's like there's things that factor in that price. Like just insurance on itself. Like if something goes wrong and somebody gets injured,
yeah, bro,
then it falls on you.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand that shit
bro.
until they hire somebody, Juanito from down the street, and he freaking breaks his hand, and now he's gonna be like, "Hey, well, you hired me."
I'll give you a story that just happened to us, bro. So you know these they're rods. They're like grounding rods next to your panel. Have you seen those?
Yes.
It's like two little rods. Well, they need to stick out from the ground, from the cement, wherever. They need to stick out next to the panel. So we did the whole ADU. The homeowner, we handled everything. His brother-in-law does concrete. And brother-in-law does concrete. I gave him a quote for the concrete on the outside and the backside where the panel's going to go. Because we're going to sit the AC condenser right on top of the concrete. And he's like, you know what? Give me a price. So I gave him the price. I literally was not charging him a lot, bro. Like it was more like, hey, I want to get this done so I could get out. Okay. Oh, my brother-in-law's going to do it. Cool, bro. Let your brother-in-law handle it. I don't have a problem. Whatever. If you want to go that route, you think it's cheaper, by all means, go ahead. Well, the brother-in-law does concrete. He's real good at concrete. But he doesn't know everything else.
I think I know where this is going.
That fool grabs a marro. He just starts throwing those ground rods straight to the ground. So the ground rod, it has a wire that connects to one ground rod. That same wire goes to the next one, and then it goes to the water line to the front. So you have to have that in every panel. This dude slams them down, pours the concrete right over, bro. So now I can't pass final inspection because homeboy has those ground rods in the ground, literally.
So then what happens then?
Well, we're on the we'll figure it out stage, bro.
Oh my God.
Because he wanted to save $1,000, bro. That's literally the difference, $1,000. Now this whole little fucking headache's going to cost him more than $1,000. And I can't pass final.
And what does the owner say about that?
He's like, well, I fucked up. And I'm like, Yes, he did.
So now you gotta remove that shit,
Remove the concrete.
fix that.
Well, we can't even fix it, bro, because the wire already has concrete on it. How are we gonna fix it? So we got to run a whole new line. We got to break the concrete or drill down new ground rods to the ground, bro. New ground rods to the ground and run a new line to it. So it's a small, it's fixable. But what I'm trying to say is like, that's the type of things that happen when you try to go owner builder. Because the concrete guy only knows concrete. You get what I mean?
Man, I would be pissed.
I had another one, some project I was quoting, bro. It's in Long Beach. So, and these are the things that happen, bro. These are like everyday things that happen. I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like I don't even have time to make videos on this shit. That it's like how stupid are people? You have so he's doing a garage conversion. This lady's doing a garage conversion, and you have the concrete right there, right? The existing concrete. And then the outside concrete was about an inch higher. Like the whole driveway was about an inch higher, right? It's not on the plans. So inspector goes and he says, hey, your exterior concrete is higher than your interior concrete. You're going to have to break the exterior concrete. So they go on their happy ways, start breaking all the exterior concrete, right? This contractor. Then he abandons the job after that. So that demo's expensive, bro. So anytime you break something, demo's going to cost you money. So she says she spent like around $6,000 on breaking the whole driveway, because the ADU has to be a little higher, right, on grade. And I said, have you seen my videos? She's like, yeah. I'm like, don't you see that we always pour concrete in the in the garage? And she's like, yeah. I said, wouldn't it have been easier just to pour concrete and lift the garage a little higher instead of demoing everything else? 400 square feet, bro.
What did she say to that?
Well, what could she say? Like, because she's seen my videos. That's how I found it, through social media. And I'm like, dude, so it really matters who you work with. So important, bro. And then people like, oh, you're just trying to hype yourself up online to get more business. I'm like, no, like I see these stories every damn day, bro, of people doing stupid shit out there.
What is the most common one that you're like, oh, fuck, again, this is client number 800, like doing the same shit?
Going with the lowest price guy, bro. Like, I see the numbers that people get, 60,000 for a garage conversion, 70,000. Like, I can't break even. I'll lose money. At cost, it cost me around 79,000 to do a garage conversion. At cost. Our cost. How are you going to get it done for 70, bro?
How do they get such low offers?
Well, bro,
like,
because there's people that are very unethical. They get the down payment and they run.
How common is that?
Very, bro. There was a guy that just got busted for 150 ADUs that he took deposits on all of them. Left them demoed, took the big, and they don't take like a 10% deposit. They take like a 50% deposit.
And just took everybody's shit.
Oh,
So how
no.
do you get your money back?
Well, you don't. Yeah. You don't get your money back, bro.
So people just getting fucking scammed.
Yeah, bro, they're getting scammed. Especially Hispanics, your parents' age, my parents' age, are getting really scammed right now in the construction world. Because they go after the Latino community. Oh, the Latino community, I'm going to help them out. Bro, as soon as people start using that Latino community shit, I'm like, I got to be wary, bro. I'm like, nah, you're trying to hustle people, bro. That shouldn't be a differentiating factor in taking care of people.
And they go out to the like.
Well,
the
yes, bro,
elderly.
because every time I get the older people, I've yet to get business off one older person because they always think I'm trying to like do them dirty. I'm trying to overcharge them. No, es que llegó José hace rato y me dio un precio más barato. Pues señora, váyase con José.
And then Jose fucking takes
And
a
then
deposit and
Jose's
bounces.
Yeah, Jose's like, oh yeah, I'm getting them. And I'm not saying they're all like that, bro. There's probably people that just like to work there and make no money, and that's fine too. But I see it more often than not. That's what happens.
So what advice would you give in terms of giving an actual deposit? Like
State law requires $1,000 or 10%, whichever is less, to start an AD, to start any construction project. Obviously, you know, you cannot do shit with $1,000, right? So it's just is. Look, this is the way we do it, bro. We start a project. I know they're good for it as far as the money. We started, bro. I'm not crying over a deposit. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this is a relationship. 8-9 months, whatever it's gonna take, sometimes less, right, for a new build. Even with architectural plans, I say, you know what? Let's just keep it moving. I know they're good for it. Worst case scenario, put a lien on the property. Okay, it hasn't happened. So
yeah, you're right.
If these people are so thirsty for a deposit, bro, that's a red flag to me already too. Like, you're running a business. How do you not have $2,000 to start the work, to get your guys' payroll going? So those things to me, I'm like, how do they not have $2,000? Or like when I get a sub that's like, hey, bro, I need payment before I start. I'm like, bro, we ain't starting, period. We're never going to start because you're over here like pressure me over fucking $1,000, bro, to start.
So you need to pay me before I do any work.
Yeah,
that's what he's telling.
That's what a lot of subs do that, bro. And a lot of contractors do that. And I'm not saying it's not, like, I get it. There's expenses. But if you're just like, I need my down payment. Like, dude, like, it's just, I don't know. Doesn't that feel weird to you?
Fuck. That's crazy.
And
yes,
maybe I do it wrong, bro, but it gets us business. So I'm just like, okay, we'll keep doing what we're doing because it's working.
Whatever's working, keep doing it. If it's working for you, I would continue. Shit. But you're right. There's a lot of fucking people out there, though. It's just crazy.
So we started one in Culver City on Saturday, bro. We demoed everything. I still haven't gotten a payment from the guy.
And how'd you meet that one?
Social media. You keep asking me how I meet everybody. Social media. How did I meet you? Social media.
Damn, bro, the power of social media,
bro. I'm dumbfounded. Like, real estate's such a big ticket item, bro. It's a big ticket item. It's a relationship item because it takes a long time for somebody to buy a house. How little real estate agents actually do social media, or they'll just show the house and that's it. I'm like, bro, like, they want to know you, not the house. Like, are you a good person?
Heard that? Hope you guys heard that.
Are you a good person? Do you take care of people? Like, I put that through my videos that I take care of people, bro. And go ahead.
And it's not just about being liked. I said this last week. I don't just want people to like me. I want people to trust me.
Yeah, it's trust.
Everything that I give for free. I don't charge a fucking fee. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you want me to pay me $5,000? I'm gonna teach you how to buy and hold. Bro, it's not rocket science.
No.
Here it is. This is what I did. This is what I do. And you still get questioned. Well, how did you save this one? How? I fucking work a lot. I don't spend a lot. Mm-hmm. I sacrifice a lot. That's how. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm just giving it out. And hey, do something with it. I mean, of course, I want you to come with us. But if not, that's fine.
I think that's the positioning, bro. Like, it's cool if you do, like, I'm giving you value. Like, I told you, there's a lot of people that I give value to that they go with other people, and that's fine. At least they're well protected while going with somebody else. Like, they're a little trained, So the process of them ever getting, like, taking advantage of it's not that easy. But a lot of people, it's trust, bro. So social media, it's not about, how many likes I get. No, do people trust you to do business with you? That's what it's about.
I think you're right. And I think that's why a lot of people, in our industry, real estate and construction, that's why a lot of people don't do it. Because a lot of them are not trustworthy. Shit.
A lot of unethical. Bro, I thought the gym space was a little crazy. The real estate, the higher the money, the more unethical there is, bro.
What flaws do you see in our industry that you feel like, come on, man, really? Like,
it's the what could you do for me? The whole finder's fee. I'm like, bro, you do realize you have 1,000, and it's not the numbers, but it's just like, just put it in perspective for a little bit. You got 1,000 followers, I got more followers than you. And these are real followers. These aren't people I bought. Real followers. And there's a big difference in that.
Oh, bro. We're going to get into that right now, too.
There's a big difference in that. And I say, you're going to bring me clients. Like, don't you see, like, I'm super busy and you want me to give you a finder's fee? Like, I don't need somebody bringing me customers. Then you're just going to throw all the headaches on me and then, oh, I need my $1,000. So I think it's always what's in it for me. That's one big flaw I see in the real estate world. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Even though they say we're helping the customer, I'm like, no, you're not, bro. Stop lying. Stop lying.
But I just think it's really common, huh? Like people just want, like, hey, what can I get out of this?
Yeah. So that's a big thing I see. What else? Real estate people. Well, you know, the typical, the egos, that kind of deal. But it's very common.
Yeah, I could have my friend do it for cheaper. So
Yeah.
shit, you get that a lot. It's crazy.
I'm a flipper. I'm a real estate flipper. So, you know, I know all this stuff already. I said, all right, cool. Well, then you don't need me.
Like, do you deal with specific flippers out here, or you
Zero flippers.
or you try to deal with none?
After those two that I told you, which one we got a lawsuit with.
All right, so do you mind sharing what happened with that
no
lawsuit?
problem. It's over. So he flipped the house. We did some of the work. He did some of the work with some other guys. We were the ones on the license. So this is a lesson for contractors. Like, if you have other people working on the job, you don't put the license on. So when you go pull permits, you go owner builder. You could pull the permits yourself, or the contractor goes and pulls the permits. His license is over the whole project. So this guy, the flipper, did some work with somebody else, and this is on a hillside. So the whole property shifted. Everything shifted. We didn't do any structural work. But then they came after us for like $450,000. They sued the homeowner that bought the property, sued the flipper and us. But all the things that they were flipping, all the things that we didn't do, that's what they were calling out.
So you got
we're
in the mix,
yes,
for fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing that you did.
So we and you know what's crazy, that the integrity part. This fool was calling us for literally the lawsuit was happening. So he called us to quote him on another job, and 3 days later we get the paperwork for that lawsuit. So homeowner suing him, he's suing us.
And he still calls you.
He's still calling us for work, bro. I'm like, dude, you got no fucking shame. Get the fuck out of here. And he stopped. And then after that, he stopped answering our calls. Like, oh, talk to my lawyer shit. And I'm like, dude, all right.
I'll ask for her name later.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it on camera.
So we the insurance paid out. I told you I just got that email. The insurance paid out.
So then the buyer won.
Yeah, the buyer won. You know the buyer's always gonna win, bro. And that's why you have insurances, so they could fucking ream them. But
That's crazy.
And we really, like, if I could tell you we did fucked up work, I'd be like, all right, we fucked up. That's cool. But no.
And just for but see, this is a lesson for people that are listening that are contractors. And see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know, if you pull permits, it's under your license. No matter who they hire, those permits are under your license.
Yeah. So these guys, I get that a lot with the Mexicans, bro. Mexican homeowners. Hey, well, my cousin's gonna paint. My cousin's gonna do the cabinets. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I say, we do it all, or we don't do anything.
Because of that type of shit.
Yeah.
People don't even understand that.
Yeah. So.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. So
I would do the same shit. Like, there's just so much liability behind it, and then to go through bullshit like that.
That's 2 years, bro. 2 years. So, yeah, it happens, and it's a lesson learned for me, my pops. Just, it's what it is, and then continue and just do it all or don't do nothing. Simple as that.
Because on top of all the stress, all of this, all of
Well,
that.
he was stressing more, bro. I told him, regardless of what it is, insurance is going to pay out. Your premium is going to go up, but your insurance is going to pay out. So, what do you have insurances for?
Yeah, but it's still that stress.
Yeah.
Though. I've been like, oh.
He was stressing, but like, to me, it's like, what could you do? It's already happening.
So the solution to that should have been not put the license?
Not put their license and not deal with shady people. I knew it was shady from the get-go. Flipper. And I'm not saying all the flippers are shady, but, you know, it's my experience. And there's some real good flippers, too. I know some good flippers, and they do high-quality work. So it's not like they're all a dime a dozen. But most of them, if the numbers are not penciling out, they'll skimp a little, bro.
Of course, because they have to make the numbers make sense.
Yeah. If they didn't find a good deal, they're gonna skimp on the on the construction side. So,
Damn.
yeah, bro. But all in all, bro, social media crushes it. It's good. You don't need a big following. Everybody thinks you need a big following. You don't need a big following. You just need to have your message clear. That's it.
I don't really see a lot of construction as active as you are, like construction companies.
Because they're afraid, bro, to get on camera like this. Look, they're afraid of that. They're afraid of that little lens. They rather just record the site, like, oh, this is what we're doing here. But they won't get on camera, bro. They won't get on camera. It's crazy to me. Like I told my brother, get on camera. My brother's been an electrician for 20 plus years. He's like, nope. I tell my drywall guy, hey, bro, you need more work, get on camera. Nope. I said, okay, don't get on camera.
And they see you just bringing
Oh,
in
it's
all the
because you're
deals.
natural. It's because you're natural. I said, this shit has nothing to do with being natural, bro. You want to talk about natural? Talk about concrete. Concrete's natural. That motherfucker comes out of nowhere, bro, and just does videos like nothing. That's natural. I'm not natural. But I've worked at it.
But you just got used to this.
I don't even feel there's a camera, bro.
Yeah, me neither. I was like, I always say this, I was anti-social media.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck this. I don't have to be on there. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. Yes, you do. Like, you have to adapt.
Well, because, like, we were on social media, but through the gym page before, bro, which was direct response marketing. So I didn't have to show my face at all. And I was like, I don't need to show my face. I don't need to show my face. So we're ringing in clients without having to show your face. And it was just like run ads, send them to a landing page, collect their info, get on a phone call, sell them on the phone call. And now it's a little different because people don't want to do business with brands. They want to do business with people they could see.
That's crazy. All right. Well, back to the ADU. What's better, building an ADU that's single story, or what's more affordable, the single story or the ADU on top of the garage?
Single story, bro. Think about it. This garage was built in the 1950s, 1960s, anywhere around here, 1970s. Yes. You gotta, like, anytime you build something, you gotta go to today's codes and standards. So if I want to put something up here, then everything gets triggered in. I have to reinforce this down here, the existing garage.
Which makes sense.
It's gonna cost you more, right? So you're just talking about, oh, it's only gonna be this square footage. It goes back to the whole 4 feet difference. Like, no, we have to deal with everything now.
You have to reinforce this,
Yes.
a foundation, this and that.
You have to put pads. You have to put new footing. So it increases the price. We did that. We've done that twice. We literally destroy, like, we just keep one wall up, bro, because nothing works to today's standards. The only reason why people do that is just to keep that setback close to their neighbor's house. Other than that, I would even say new construction is cheaper, 2 stories, than trying to just add on top of the garage. And then single story is always going to be the best because anytime you go 2 stories, just think about it, bro. The time it's going to take for me to get a piece of lumber up there. I know it's just 1 story, but do that over time to like throughout the days, the labor adds up. Compared to just single story, you're already there. The material's already there. Now we have to throw up material. The danger. So then me as a builder, I got to add my danger feed onto that, right? Because these guys are up 20, 30 feet.
They could just slip.
You don't know. Shit. So then I need to make a profit. And I don't want to rush them because they're in a danger zone up there. So I'm going to charge you more because it's going to take them longer.
Which that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people don't factor that in.
No, they just factor in square footage. Oh, it's square feet. All right, cool, it's square feet.
Yeah, but it's like 30 feet in the air. Like,
yeah.
And, there's a lot of other components that have to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. That's crazy.
So yeah, bro, that's the ADU world. It's not. I think I make it look sexy, but it's not sexy.
I think there's a lot of behind the scenes that, yeah, you make it look like, oh, this shit is fucking a walk in the park. But behind the scenes, it's just like anything else. Like they think that real estate is, oh shit, we're fucking just making money left and right.
With Gucci purses.
You know, like there's a lot of other shit that people don't see. Like they just see the end product. But I think there's a lot behind the scenes and a lot of stress. Like a lot of stress. Like it's just like, oh man.
I think I have a high tolerance for stress, bro. That's why I don't feel it. But I do see other guys like right now. Currently, right now we have 15 jobs going. So, but I don't feel like, trust me, I don't feel stressed at all.
And then you have to find a crew for each project, or you have them.
No, that's a big mistake too. So every project's in a different stage, and this has to be done with permits and inspections. Right? So let's just say I have 2 plumbing crews running. You first start out the ADU, you have to do underground plumbing. So those guys go in. My framers are already on what they had already done before. So they're already on the next stage, on the next property, framing out. And then after that, after all the framing's done, then my electrician and plumber come back in, and they get going on that. So it's always like an assembly line, but in different places, because they can't start putting electrical till the framing's done. But then once the electrical's going, I don't need the framers there anymore. So they're at the other project.
And then just keep on going.
And it keeps going. Then you have your HVAC guy that comes in. Then you have your roofer that comes in. And it just keeps going, bro. And it's the same guys. So everybody thinks that, oh, the contractor has everybody on payroll. There's not a contractor that has everybody on payroll, bro. It's a lie. Like, we have a core component of it, which is our electrician, our framing, our foundation guys, our painter. Who else do we have? Our finish work guys, like the cabinets and stuff. We have those guys. But let's just say the plumber. He's the same sub we use all the time. So the stucco guy, same stucco guy we use all the time. So there's times that I just say, hey, Joe, go to that address and get it done. Okay, cool. We don't need to talk about price, bro, because we already know more or less what these things are costing us. So, like, the price is a second thing to us, because, like, what he's going to charge me, because I already know more or less what it's going to be, because it's the same guys over and over and over. That's why we deliver the same product over and over and over, because I'm not trying to find the cheapest sub. I'm trying to find the right sub.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's what's up.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to develop the system? Did you start having this already figured out? Or, like, did it take time to have everything?
Well, it comes from the gym space. I told you, hey, we run Facebook ads. We get them to a landing page. We collect their information. We get them on a phone call. On the phone call, we service them the first week. After the first week, you give them a gift, right? So you keep doing these little things to get clients at the end of the day. It's the same thing with construction. It's the same thing with any business. You follow the system, it's going to work. So I was like, okay, we need a plumber to fill in the system. Okay, this guy sucks. Let me see if there's other people on the market that are doing good. Same thing, like a client, like a consumer goes online looking for a contractor or a real estate agent. I looked for a plumber. Okay, let me test them out on a small job. Let me test them out on my own jobs that I own. Okay, he did good here. Let's test him out a little bit more. And now it's like, okay, he's good. He's part of the team. Price makes sense. And then we plug him in the system. He's too busy. We use other plumber, because they're both good. And that's the system. Like, literally, I guess construction makes you have that system, bro. But then here's a big thing. You know me, I only do ADUs. The reason why we only do ADUs because it comes with inspections. If somebody tells me, hey, could you come in and remodel my house or do a flip for us? I need it done quick. I can't, bro, because my team's not organized like a flipper.
That makes sense.
Does that make sense? Because we're inspections. So that gives me time to get my crew elsewhere to continue, because I have to wait on that inspection. I can't move forward. Now, if you're a flipper and you tell me, hey, bro, I need this done in 2 weeks, you're putting tons of pressure on my crew. I can't even fulfill because my team's not set up that way. I don't have guys just hanging out. Like, they're on to the next project to get that inspection approved.
Do you do your own flips? Or that's the reason why you don't do your own.
That's the reason why I don't do flips. Yeah.
Because it'll be the same thing.
Yeah.
Like as if
I'll disorganize my team. So I'll do my own buy and hold, but not flips.
And do you target single family residences with the detached garage and then do your own ADU? Or like what kind of properties do you buy?
Single family, bro. Doesn't necessarily even need a garage. Like if it has one, cool. If it doesn't, I could just build a standalone ADU. But I think in this market,
that's a great point.
Yeah.
Let's touch on that actually, because people think that they have to have a garage to do an ADU.
Not
So
necessarily.
you could do a standalone ADU.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah. So we could do a standalone ADU. There's this whole, and I don't speak on it, bro, because it's such a topic right now that's buzzing around the real estate world, SB9, but I don't really speak on it because I'm doing one right now for myself. Right? I'm gonna give you this example. My buddy's doing one too. That we're using the architect and everything, right? And we've done a lot of ADU together with this guy. And it gets homeowners pumped up. Oh, SB9 could add more units, right? Or you hear a lot of real estate agents talking about it. I don't talk about it because it's so difficult to get it approved. So in theory, you could make a post, oh, SB9, this is what it is. It's so easy. Oh, let's do it. But like I've been at it a year and 3 months with the city of Downey to get a lot split. So go ahead.
What's the is there an issue with the property or
No issue.
it's just the process
Just the
itself?
process. Yeah.
Okay.
Like this architect will get me an ADU approved in 3 months. But it's an unknown land for everybody. So the cities don't even have things penciled out yet, bro. But they're going as we go. You know? The one in Long Beach for my buddy, his is not a lot split. So he's literally adding another unit and converting the garage. This is in Bixby Knolls. So he's adding a second unit and he's doing converting the garage. So it's going to be a 3-unit property on a single family residence. That one will get approved quicker than mine because mine's a lot split. And the reason why it's a lot split because the city of Downey will not let you do an SB9 without a lot split. Other cities will let you do SB9 without a lot split.
So there's 2 components to the SB9. Either you have the original and you add the units to it.
Add the unit and the ADU, yeah.
Or divide the lot.
And then 2 and 2.
And then 2 and 2.
Duplex, yeah. Okay. The only way I could do it here was divide the lot 2 and 2.
Because certain cities make you do certain things.
That's their ordinance, yeah. That's the only way you could get it done is with an official lot split with the county. And then you still got to deal with the county. So the county's a whole other beast too. The way my buddy Jerry's doing it is just straight with the city. It's almost like getting an ADU approved. So it's not that hard. So he'll be done with his project way before I'll be done with mine.
I have a property that I bought in 2019. I think before it was 2 parcels. Then they made it into 1.
Okay.
So there's a duplex, the garage is in the back, and a standalone, like a SFR with the attached garage with a big-ass backyard. I actually pitched it to one of my buyers. He said, no, I bought it. So it's like a perfect split. And I was like, well, SB9, I could divide it and then build. I could
but you probably could have split it by right, bro. If it was like put together before, you probably don't even need SB9. You could just probably split it by right because it was already 2 different lots.
Really?
Like you don't need SB9 is for single family residents that you have no other play. You know, so I would tell you could probably just split it, just hiring a land surveyor and splitting the lot if it was already split before.
But then it'll be 2 parcels.
Yeah, 2 parcels. Yeah. So if there's no like structure in the middle where
there's
the line
none.
goes,
It's like literally a perfect just split. That's why I know it was 2 before.
yeah.
And I went to the city and I checked, and I didn't. This was 2 years ago. That's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna add to this. I'm gonna do this. But at the time, I was like, man, I'm gonna spend like 100 and something. I was like, man, I might as well go buy 4. And
Construction
I did.
was expensive. Real
And
expensive.
I did. And I was like, it didn't make sense for me to do this. So I was gonna go buy 4 more.
yeah.
And that's what I did.
No, you think you could just split it by right, bro. Double check, obviously.
That's why I had you on, bro.
Yeah.
See what I mean? That's bars right there. Bah, 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 bah. No, dude. Because this is what you specialize in, you know? And of course, man, I'm always like just thinking of how to, you know, learn as much as possible and know as much as possible, even though I'm not in construction, but, you know, I know more or less.
It's part of your field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know? And you're right. There's a lot of people that do make the SB9 videos. And I'm like, but it takes a long ass time.
It's like I won't advertise it, bro, because it's difficult. If it's giving me trouble that I know everybody I need, like as a team to get it done, like what about somebody that's just coming off the street? Like you're gonna take him for a ride, bro.
So what's the easiest route? Just to convert
your garage. Easiest route. It's the quickest cash flow. Let's say you spend 120 on it, 125 on it. In this area, what do you get for a 1-bedroom or a studio? $1,500, 16?
like, I think it went
Probably
up
more
to like 18.
Yeah, 18. Think about that in a year, bro. What is that? 20K, somewhere around there?
It's around there.
Yeah, 20K.
What is it?
I think it's 20, like 18, 19K, somewhere
Yeah,
around
let's
there.
just say 20.
Okay. So the ROI is, 2160, 21,600. So your ROI is way higher, bro, than a new build. So I see people building 1,200 square feet. But how much more rent are you going to get for 1,200 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom compared to a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom? So then you have to pencil out the construction cost compared to what you're going to get for rent. So like my mentor builds little 360-foot units, bro.
No fucking way.
He built 30 of those on a 5,000 square foot lot. Just little units. But the actual rent per square foot is way high, and then the cost of construction was way lower. So that's how you kind of make the delta too. Because you have a small square footage, but a studio will rent for a studio no matter what. You know? And if it's one person living there, okay, what's an extra 100 square feet for them? Not that much. Because it's just one person living there.
That's why I didn't do, like, I was going to add to it and I was going to do the ADU. And I was like, man, this is kind of expensive for, I'm going to get how much more in rent?
Yeah.
It kind of didn't make sense. I was like,
Well,
I'm just going to go buy 4 more.
People think that the bigger you go, the better, bro. And it's not the case. Like, you don't need a big ADU if you're going to rent it out. And for me, I could say, yeah, go the biggest. Cause obviously, it makes sense because I'm going to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
But
what is the best option for an ADU in terms of size? That it's great, and it makes great financial sense.
I think a 730 square foot ADU, bro. So that's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. 2 reasons. One, you don't pay development fees. Anything after 749, you have to pay development fees. And then there's a guy called a Title 24 guy, right? He's your consultant, Title 24. He's in the back of all architectural plans. You can hire different ones. If you get the right Title 24 consultant, you could avoid solar if it's a new construction under 730. So they just passed this in the state beginning of the year, and if it's 730, you could get away with no solar, which you're talking about an extra, I don't know, $15,000. Fees, you're at another extra $10,000. So that's $25,000, right? So that's what I think is crucial, bro. Very crucial. Staying under that.
In terms of the cities, which city is like the easiest to work with ADUs?
I'm not gonna give it away, bro. Not just kidding.
Shit.
Long Beach, definitely the easiest, bro.
No way.
Yeah, Long Beach is cool. It's legit.
See, bars right there.
Like for instance, bro, and maybe I just created these connections already. Like today, I was coming here, so I had an inspection today. I called my boy Vince. He's an inspector. I'm like, hey, bro, I'll be there in 10 minutes. He's like, I'm already here. I'm like, give me 15 minutes. I'll be there. Dude waited for me, bro. And we started shooting the shit. He's like, oh, where we going? Yeah, bro, I seen a lot of these from you. Boom, done. And they're like, if you create the relationships, that's why I don't like going outside of many cities, because you want to create the relationships with the inspectors. It's not that you're doing bad work, bro. But let's just say he said, nope, I'm gone. Reschedule. What happens?
Oh, you're right.
I lose
Another
days,
week,
bro. Yep.
2 weeks.
Yep. So the relationship with inspectors is so huge, bro. That's why I like staying, let's say, in Long Beach. That's why I like staying here in Downey.
How about Southgate?
I've never done a project in Southgate. Probably won't do a project in Southgate.
Shit.
Well,
I wanted to turn my mom's garage into an ADU.
There's two reasons why I won't do it. One,
A ver.
the city is I've heard is a little difficult to work with. Right? That's one.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. And two, everybody in Southgate, bro, has an uncle that does construction. Am I lying?
You ain't lying, bro.
Do you
we
have
have
an
a
uncle
tia, a cousin, an uncle, a fucking...
Let me ask you a question. You have an uncle that does construction?
Actually, me, I have a cousin that does
There you go.
construction.
There you go.
But my
Pretty
uncle,
close.
no. The uncles, no.
Pretty close.
Fuck, well, you're right.
So we never got in a job in Southgate, bro.
I want to turn around. Well, I got to talk to my mom to see if she... And my dad. Yeah, they're going to say yes.
Yeah.
Sí, güey. Pero págalo tú.
No hay problema.
Oh, my God. So, what's the average cost for just your regular, not 12-foot ceilings? Like, if somebody's like, man, I'm going to turn in my 2-car garage, which is what, like 20 by 20? 20 by 20. I want to just leave and turn those 400 square feet or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Like, I just want something basic, nothing fancy. What would be the cost for that?
I'd say budget 125K, bro. That's where you should be at.
Okay. That don't seem that seems good.
Yeah, it seems good. There's a few factors. You'll get a contractor to give you low pricing, but then they exclude a lot of things and they hit you with the change orders. Right? That's one. They don't tell you about permits. You got to pay permits. Permits are going to be like $4,000 to $5,000. Plans is another $5,000. Right? So these are things that people don't account for. They just see the price of the contract they give them and they're like, yeah, I'm going to get hooked up. So I say account for 125. And then another real important thing is make sure your contractor is local. If he's not local, it's going to cost you a little bit more. At least it should cost you a little bit more. Because let's just say I took that project in Culver City. That's not local to me, bro. I got to charge more because we're going out there more often. So it's not that
sense.
It's not that it's Culver City. I care less that it's Culver City. I'm not charging the area. I'm charging my time. Our guys' time. You know? So that's what we charge. We don't charge based on, oh, it's Culver City, it's Southgate, it's Compton. No, that doesn't matter to me. What matters is like how accessible is my crew to being around that. So that's why I like staying in Long Beach, because there's like literally we're like 3 blocks away from certain projects, 2 other ones. So my crew could get around quick.
It's easier.
Yeah. So we just stay tight. And when people are like, oh, you have one could you do one in Riverside? I'm like, no. Like, even if the money was right, I couldn't. Because then I'm going to bail on you, bro. I'm not going to do you service. So I think that's when contractors get in trouble, when they don't know their limits. And they just want to, take on all the work. And then
Take everybody's deposit.
Yeah.
And don't start it to 3 months.
And then that happens. Then that happens. Yeah. Yeah, bro, this fool got busted. 150 ADUs, bro. I'm just like,
Is he going to go to jail?
who knows? I would hope.
That sucks to all the fucking...
Well, I don't hope any bad on anybody, bro, but you did a lot of people dirty, bro.
And the majority probably Latinos, huh?
Yeah. Well, they ran Spanish ads, bro.
Motherfuckers.
Kind of what I told you, what I was doing with the gyms. Run a Facebook ad, Instagram ad, take them to a lead page sales call. That's what they were doing for ADUs, which I totally get it. But the numbers weren't adding up because I was like, okay, this is what they're charging. I would find out what they're charging. I would find out that they have sales guys like going to their houses. These sales guys were making like fucking 10, 20 grand per pop. I'm like, where's the money at? There's no money to build. So they were running Spanish ads, just hitting literally like your mom, my pops. That's who they were hitting on Facebook and Instagram. And
That's fucked up. Well, you know what? You get what you give.
yeah.
If you give shit,
Oh.
you're going to get shit. So
that's kind of what I see scaling, bro. It's kind of like, yeah, I could scale, but at the same time, it's kind of like make it a smart scale, not a fucking crazy, stupid scale on this business.
that's crazy. Well, at least you're doing the right thing, and you're going to keep on getting blessed.
Yeah, bro.
And then you get to take all that money that you're making, because you're making a lot, and you're going to park it back into real estate.
Park it. Yep. And that's the thing, bro. What's your end game? My end game is not to own a big construction company. It's really not. My end game is to own more rentals. That's the end game.
So then, essentially, you already have your exit strategy.
Yeah.
And like, is there a specific amount of rentals that you want to own until you say, I'm done? I'm just going to be with my family?
So the method that I learned from, and it's quite opposite of everybody in real estate, it's pay down your properties. So pay them down, and then you have like legit cash flow from the properties, right? Because if you're making a few $100 a month, bro, you know something goes sideways, it's your cash flow for the year is gone, right? I'm sure you're nodding your head because you're like, yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, to me, I'm changing my strategy again. I'm thinking I'm just gonna start paying everything off.
So that's what he tells me. He's like, dude, after you pay off 10 properties, pay them off, all of them, then go buy more. But don't worry about it until you pay them off. And that's what he did, and that's how he was able to scale to like over 100 homes, bro.
Because people need to understand that cash flow is like that's like life changing.
Yeah, think about it. 10 houses.
Let's just do these numbers real quick. 10 houses. Mm-hmm. What's the average rent here for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath? Let's just say $3,500.
Okay.
What's 10 times 35?
35,000, bro.
35,000. Well, that was pretty simple, huh? Yeah. Bro, 35,000 a month.
Let's say after expenses. Let's say even half, bro. Still.
Let's just say 20.
Yeah.
Bro, $20,000 a month.
Well, and this is what I love about
Net.
This is what I love about ADUs, bro. You don't need 10 houses. You only need 5 actual properties.
And then add the ADUs.
Yeah. You only need 5 properties, bro. And this is where the steroids come in with SB9. You really don't even need 5 properties, bro. How many properties do you need? Because you got 3 or 4 per lot.
You're right.
You probably only need 2 to 3 actual properties.
3, and then you add 2 additional. So now.
But the pay down's the thing, bro. The pay down's the thing. So I already know my exit strategy.
What's the issue that you see that? Because I see a lot of people online preaching like, man, you need to refine, you need to take this out, and then you need to leverage that equity and do this and do that, and they're up to fucking here and there. What do you see that's wrong with that strategy?
You're one mistake away, bro.
One little shift, one little.
Well, you already
move.
seen it. What happened in February? The interest rate shift caught a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, and you think it hit more people on the commercial side?
I think on the flipping side. I know on the flipping side, it caught a lot of people because people stopped buying. Remember for a little bit, so these people were caught with their properties, and the prices came down a bit. So, but yeah, no, I don't know I've never done the other way, like leveraging. So I don't know that, bro. And I'm not saying it's bad or good. I just don't know it, and I've been taught the other way. So it's like what you start off with, and you're taught that way. I was like, okay, cool, it makes sense. The guy that's doing it makes sense, so I'll do it too.
Yeah, because I was even I haven't touched only 2 because I had to, like the commercial ones, because those loans are for like 5 to 7 years.
Yeah. Oh.
So those, sometimes I'm like, well, let me take out my down payment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I was like, all right, I refinanced it once. I think I had to refinance them again. But I'm like, damn, I could tap in. But it's like, if I'm going to tap in with the strategy, because I don't like to build that shit to the ceiling. No, I'm trying to build it down, not fucking, because at the end of the day, yeah, you could have some properties, but if you're over leveraged, you're one mistake away from shit hitting the fan.
Yeah, and there's the different strategies, bro. You see like the Grant Cardones and all that. That's dope. Like fuck, I don't see myself living that life. I just don't. So I gotta be realistic with me, And it's respect. And everybody wants to be like the next Grant or the next. Like I see myself living more Thatch's life, like simple. That's what I see better. For me. If it might be different for you, but for me, that's what I see better for me. And, just having a social media, having 2-3 employees, that's it.
Bro, you don't want a jet, bro?
For me.
I don't want a fucking jet. I don't even like flying, dog. Like,
bro.
And I'm just being honest. Like, I fucking hate it. You know?
I don't like traveling. I really don't.
Me neither. I'm like,
and people are like, oh, you travel all the time. I'm like, no, I travel to make the people around me happy, bro. But if I could just stay here and just work all day, I'd be cool with it.
Fuck. Yeah. I hate flying.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I only do it because I got to take my kids. I got to take the wife. But if it was up to me, yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing. So I'm kind of with you on that one.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's kind of like, it takes me out of my, comfort,
Absolutely. But we got to do it here and there,
Yeah.
Like, we're actually booking our vacation for next year. And my son will be I think he'll be a year old. And I'll make sure that we go. But I'm not like, oh, shit. I'm like, cool for that.
Yeah.
Because it was up to me. I come here. I go. Gym, office, house. Gym, office. I do the same shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't see myself living that like the Grant Cardones and this and that.
And it's not bad, bro. People like it'll never get to him, but say he sees it, he's like, oh, they're hating. No, I'm not hating. I'm cool with myself knowing that I won't do that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how you want to live.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing wrong with anything as long as it's okay with you.
Yeah, yeah.
The issue is when people are doing it for somebody else.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Because, I do shit that makes me happy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm
Like
more simple.
Like this room?
At this room. Like, people will go spend fucking thousands of dollars on shoes. Fucking $29 to $69.99, dog. But I'll spend all this shit on this.
Yeah.
It's like I have this fucking room looking dope.
Yeah, it's
But
pimped
it's,
out.
to me, this is what I enjoy.
So what's been your biggest, I know you started social media too. What's been your biggest thing on social media, bro, that you've seen like it working for you or
Absolutely.
what?
It's working, and I think it's just taking off. But I just think that sometimes it's overwhelming for me at the beginning. Like, because it's so, shit is changing so much, and we got to change our tactics, and we got to stay consistent. And I don't wake up like, yeah, I can't wait to film. No, bro, I don't.
Yeah.
And I think the majority of us don't.
Yeah.
But I understand that it's part of my job, and I have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it gets to you sometimes, but you got to get over it, and you got to it's just part of the job.
It's part of the job, bro. Yeah. No, but I think the branding, especially for you that you're a real estate agent and you have a real estate office, it's great, bro, because you're not seeing the results of what you're doing today. You're going to see it probably like a year from now. And
Yeah, because it's been a year.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to see
People flow in.
and now I'm like, oh shit, this is working. But I pride myself in always I'm very disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that if I'm doing something, I'm all in. Even though you're always going to get people, that have something to say about your stuff. But thankfully for me, I really don't get it as much. But even if I did, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got to keep on doing what I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's best for everybody around me.
Everybody around you, that's what it is, bro.
I can't be the only one making money.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way. No, I can't. I want everybody around me to be making money. And, I think it's more fun.
The brand has to grow, bro, for everybody else to get lifted up. It's just the way it is, yeah.
So then people will be like, man, this guy doesn't give up. No, I don't. And I'm going to keep going. And what else is there to do? Stay home?
Quit.
Quit?
Yeah.
Nah, man. We're way too young, and we just got to keep it going, man. So at this point, I think a lot of people have the ability to convert their garage into an ADU. Like, what do you think is stopping them?
Well, one, we already talked about the money is one,
The
right?
money,
Probably.
well,
Well, that's
the
right.
biggest one.
But other than that, if you have a garage, bro, and you're in LA, you could convert it. The only time I advise against converting a garage is if it's a small garage, a one-car garage. I would say don't do it. It doesn't make financial sense. You're going to spend almost the same as a two-car garage to convert, which I told you the price. But you're going to get way less rent because it's a small little unit. It's a 200 square foot unit. What do you need? 250 square foot unit. Tiny thing, right?
So it's essentially a single.
Yeah.
Not even. Smaller than a single.
Smaller than a single.
Single's like 300 square feet.
So it's a tiny little garage. So I see those type of garages a lot, like in Highland Park, that area.
Okay.
Right? Other than that, bro, any single family residence that has a garage, you can literally convert your garage or build an ADU. Obviously, there's little caveats because I know all the architects are going to be like, no, that's not true. There's little caveats that some cities might prohibit you from doing it or extra steps you're going to have to take. But this is open game right now, bro, to build in your backyard. Open game. And then here's something that's coming down from the state level, and it's happened in other states already. So let's just say Washington, Oregon, right? These states started ADUs way before us. The value of their ADUs is very close to the value of the house now. In today's market right now, 2023. So let's just say your house is worth $500K. The ADU is worth $490. If you built almost a similar type ADU, right? So it hasn't caught up here. I think once it catches up here, the value of the properties are even going to skyrocket even higher. Because now you're not buying just the house, you're buying the land. Like now the land really means something because you're going to get higher ARV. And they're able to subdivide, condomize the property, so then they could sell the houses to different owners. The ADU, they could sell it to somebody. The house, they could sell it to somebody else. That's going on right now, bro. So you could literally have 2 mortgages on one property.
No
one property.
fucking
Yeah.
way.
That's literally going on right now over there. So I know there's legislation being pushed through later on this year to start the process here in California.
And when that shit happens,
don't text me because I'm gonna be busy, bro. Yeah, so there's crazy changes happening. I like hanging out with all like the ADU geeks here in California, bro, because they all know the stuff, and I'm just there like a sponge, just listening in. You know.
when are you gonna have another meetup? Because I want to come.
The meetups I have, bro, those meetups are part of the mentorship of this guy Thatch, and he helps me like for his students. But then, like me personally, I've never had a meetup myself. So
Yeah, but when he has one,
I'll let you know.
let me know.
Yeah,
I'll roll up.
I'll invite you. I did invite you to one.
I know, but my son is 5 weeks old, so we were
Congrats,
going
dude.
through all that. So it's been tough.
How's your sleep?
Oh man, bro, it's tough. But he's 5 weeks old, and he's healthy, and thank God.
Yeah,
You know, but I'm there for the next one.
for sure, bro.
Hell yeah, I want to hear everybody talk about ADUs, especially shit like that.
Yeah,
That's big. That's major.
that's big, bro. That's kind of like this whole and I don't talk about it SB9, but like fuck, bro, all these moving parts are gonna get easier and easier. Like ADUs 4 years ago was such a hard thing to get through, bro. Now it's like, oh, you get ADU approved quick, 3 months. So SB9 is gonna happen the same thing. Condomizing ADU is gonna happen. Like it's all coming, bro. It's all coming. It's just a matter of waiting for it to catch up. So the way I see it, if I build my ADUs now, bro, I bought the properties way cheap. I bought the construction way cheap because the contractors know this. They're gonna raise up their prices too.
Oh, fuck.
Right? It only
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Well, thank you for sharing all those freaking golden nuggets, man. And I hope everybody listening is going to get a bunch of fucking light bulbs go off. Like, man, I need to do this now.
All I'm saying, bro, if you're in real estate, you need to own property. You need to build an ADU, bro. Any real estate agent, like, that's what you got to do, bro. Because you got to show what you're doing. And if you don't own property and you're trying to sell houses, it's kind of like, what?
Yeah.
So
That's big.
That should be the goal for every agent.
Yeah, it's like selling life insurance and not having life insurance.
Yeah.
Or selling whatever product, but you don't use it.
Yeah.
Well, you got to stand on what you're selling, right?
So that's why I firmly believe, dude, let me build my ADU first. Then I could help people build it.
And here you are, spitting bars, giving knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for stopping by, brother. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you, bro.
All right. Boom. We're out.